Hello and welcome everybody. Tonight we are going to be watching a Division C East match between Phoenix Rising Diamond and Zom B Step. Alright, I'm just now waiting for the teams to get started here. We've got everybody in the lobby. Here we go. I forgot to put my webcam in the right spot. It was looking a little rough there where we couldn't reach anyone from Phoenix Rising for a while, but we got them. And here we go. Our first map is Infernal Shrines, chosen by Phoenix Rising Diamond. Let me switch to draft mode. Any day now, it will start working. There we go. Zom B Step decided they wanted first pick because Phoenix Rising lost the coin toss. So now they have first ban. Their first ban goes out. It is Tassadar. Fairly common ban. He is a little bit OP right now. Just a strong character overall. We get a Johanna ban, also a great ban, especially for, the shrine. She helps a lot with gathering them up if they have someone with some AoE to burst them down. And she's just arguably the strongest tank right now. Excuse me. We get an ETC ban. I wonder if that is a targeted ban. And we get a Garrosh ban. Looks like we are choking out the tanks. Who will Zombie Squad first pick? Infernal Shrines, maybe a Sylvanas? I'm not sure. She is pretty great on this map.
I'm here to help.
Jaina! She's also great. Jaina's just awesome in general, but yeah, she can clear up those shrines really fast. Hi Twong and welcome, and yes, you're welcome for the cast. I'm really about to enjoy this, so I'm having fun.
Oh, this is my
We get a Lucio in response, and a Muradin. I am getting these sound alerts, but I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's not, oh, because it's not showing up on my screen. Thank you for the follow, Sparhawk. Right, we get a Blaze and a Vala. That's a lot of damage for the first 3 picks. 2 main damage coming out of Zom B Step. They really just wanted to secure those, and I guess they will flex the other 2 roles, their offlaner and the healer. Let's see what the third ban is from Phoenix Rising. Alright, I know their full name is Phoenix Rising Diamond, but that's a mouthful, so I may just call them Phoenix. We get an Ana ban. You really don't want to see an Ana Jaina, so that's a wise ban. A Jaina with 2 icy veins, basically. Tracer ban. Well, that is also a good ban for that team because that, they would have trouble dealing with a Tracer, I think. Rather squishy. I mean, Jaina and Vala are especially squishy to have as your 2 main DPS. We get a KT and a Leoric. Ah, it's the eternal fire mage versus frost mage conundrum. As much as I like playing Kael'thas, I personally, in World of Warcraft, play a frost mage. So I'm going to say Jaina's cooler than Kael'thas, both literally
Let me
and
in position.
metaphorically. All right, we get a
Ready to
white mane
roll out.
Malthael to round out the Zom B Steps team, and a surprise Sergeant Hammer coming out of sorry, Phoenix Rising. Wow, that took me by surprise. I did not see that coming. They do not have any heroes with long enough range to really deal with Sergeant Hammer, except maybe if Jaina goes the range on Q, which means she won't get to go the globe build if she does opt for that. Here we go. Let me tell you a little bit about these teams' ranking. Currently, Phoenix Rising Diamond is in 12th spot, in the 12th spot with 4 points, and Zom B Step is in the 11th spot with 5 points. So they're very, very close together, so this will be a close game.
Prepare yourselves for battle,
Let me
heroes.
introduce, oh wait, am I on the right screen? There we go. All right, so on the left-hand side, we've got Folks Spam on Muradin, Baybean on Lucio, Shogun Misa on I think that's the Sergeant Hammer, yep, Northern Touch on Leoric, and Geo on KT. This is Phoenix Rising Diamond. On the other side, on the right side, we've got Zombie Bambi, at least I think that's a Bambi, on the Jaina, Zombie on the White Mane, Jinji Mix on the Blaze, Vala on, Zombie Salami on the Vala, and Elixia on the Malthael. Looks like the teams are opting for bottom lane. They know the tricks. They know that Sergeant Hammer is going for that bottom lane. She takes a lot of damage and has to back out. Got that 4v4 in the bottom lane instead of the usual mid lane. In the top lane, Malthael waited a bit in the bushes and Leoric did not show up, as Leoric went mid first. Cleared that lane and now is heading top. Which is looking like the blue team is going to miss out on that soak. All right, we've got again, Sergeant Hammer is taking a lot of damage here. It's still pretty early game, so that's, I guess, a bit expected. Blue team's rotations are being pretty effective here. Malthael's trying to keep up as well. All right, the first fight. Oh goodness, KT goes down. That fight for the camp in the bottom lane started unexpectedly. Kael'thas was a bit deep. The blue team instead goes for this camp, this siege camp, and I think the red team could invade it if they really wanted to. Looks like they might be thinking about it. No, they decide to go against it as Vala goes for the camp on the right side. This is going to be rough for her to solo, though. She will be taking a lot of damage. In comes Jaina, makes quick work of that. Both teams grab their siege camps. So far, the blue team has not managed to make much use of the Sergeant Hammer's siege capabilities. Because she's been taking a lot of damage whenever she gets close there. So now they're just dealing with these minion waves, trying to stay out of trouble. Red team's here to deal with these two remaining mercs. Leoric left before finishing off the red team's mercs. I'm guessing the blue team will be handling those on their way up. Or maybe they'll just give that and decide to push down here. It is not looking like that Sergeant Hammer is going anywhere. Red team likely miscalculated here and just left the blue team alone. Wow. That is a lot of damage that the blue team is putting in here. Pushing that Vala off. They are about to be flanked here. But not before they get that entire wall. Muradin taking a lot of damage. Blaze gets stunned. Oh no, Muradin dies. Jaina gets that final blizzard on him. And now the blue team is rotating. In the top lane, we've got Malthael and Leoric giving each other some trouble, but Malthael is far ahead on these little shrine minions right now. He's got 21 to the 8 that Leoric has. The blue team is currently 4 people and down level 7. So they will have to back off here a bit. Now with their level 7, Shogun Misa has decided to get that movement ability so that he doesn't have to unsiege so often. Blaze taking a lot of damage but manages to get out of that Sergeant Hammer range. But Malthael does not seem to be getting out. Oh, it's the white mane. White mane goes down, as does Blaze and Vala, for the only Leoric lost on the blue team. Leoric being a nuisance over here. Blue team is catching up really quickly. They need 11 more minions, 10 more minions. Here we go. Can they get them before the red team is back? I think they can. Yeah, this is pretty much over. Alright, first Immortal Punisher, or Frozen Punisher, goes to the blue team, Zom B Step. Sorry, Phoenix Rising. God damn it. Sorry. At this point, we see the Punisher going after that blade, and in the meantime, the blue team is putting a lot of stress here on the red team, taking out that fort in like no time. Usually the first Punisher is not strong enough to get a whole fort with, but the blue team pushed pretty hard, and the red team decided to only have 3 people up here while they snagged the blue team's camp down here. I don't think that was worth it. Unless Leoric leaves it to do a lot of damage. I'm not sure why Leoric isn't defending that. It is going to get that tower. Blue team manages to steal this camp as well from the red team. Blaze is in deep. As is that Malthael. He's really going for that Sergeant Hammer. Taking that KT bomb. Don't spread it. There we go. Good job. Zombie Salami is almost dead, but gets saved by that white mane. KT has no health. But he gets out. Ooh, that Blaze stun. In the top lane, the red team is just dealing with the fallout from that lost fort. And here in the middle lane, it looks like nobody from the blue team responded to those mercs until they had taken out this entire wall. Which is a shame, because Leoric was already fighting them. Like, he could have just finished it off. Blue team now going for their own bruiser camp, and the red team is going for this bottom siege camp. Yeah, that hammer pick was a surprise indeed. Ooh, Vala ult comes out, but she gets locked into that Yorick Entomb. Does she make it out? Looks like she does, but that Jaina, oh my goodness, she gets pyroblasted, but she survives. But that Vala does not look like she survived. Alright, Vala dies here. The blue team, ooh, loses Muradin. Thanks to that Malthael ult. And it looks like KT has just finished his quest. Looks like a bit of a fight's going on here again. Blue team trying to get this right under the red team's noses, and the red team lets them.
Shrine gathers power. Claim it in my name.
There are some interesting choices being made here. I'm not really sure why they're being made, because that was a 3v3 fight on the red team's side of the map. Ooh, Vala gets caught again in that entomb. Does she make it out this time? She does! That is a miracle, and she manages to kill Muradin in the process, along with Jaina. We've got a Blaze using his bunker. The blue team withdrawing to limit their losses. It's looking pretty good for the blue team to get out of here. Yep, they made it. Red team looks like they are about to hit 13. Even though the blue team is significantly ahead on structures, the red team is ahead on kills by 2. Red team starts up that shrine immediately, trying to get as much of that down before Muradin makes it back. Another entomb, but this time it catches nobody. However, that Vala, that Jaina does not make it out of there. That was a lot of damage into that Jaina. We've got Sergeant Hammer leaving, but the red team still has to withdraw here. White Mane follows the Jaina into death. Looks like the Oric's looking to anchor here and find anyone on rotation. Red team decides to cut their losses and go soak instead. Both teams are now even, both on kills and on levels. Here comes a Mortar Punisher for the blue team. Those Mortar Punishers really hurt if you got caught by them, so we'll see if Blaze manages to take all those hits. There he goes. He manages to slide away. Just in time not to be comboed by that KT. The red team's fort goes down very quickly. The Mortar Punisher is still very healthy at this point. Sergeant Hammer going to town. Let's take a look at their talents. Ooh, Mortar Punisher on everybody, and he cleans up that Jaina. Goodness. The blue team has an opportunity to push here for that keep. Will they take it? They have no wave. Alright, they look like they're backing up. Don't want to get too greedy. Instead, they're going to steal this siege camp. Four forts up left for the red team, compared to 6 for the blue team. Red team's got to play a bit cautiously here. They are now down almost an entire level, which means the blue team's just about to hit 16, and the red team will have to soak a lot more to get there. Blue team's going around getting all the camps. They've just hit 16, so a fight is favorable for them right now. So it looks like they may be looking for one here. We've got Vala and Malthael going for that top camp. Ooh! Out comes that Pyroblast. I do not think it will kill the White Mane though. Yeah, she survives that. With a little bit of health left. It's a little bit of a waste of her health there, since she just heals it all back up. The blue team is going to head for their own camp, while the red team continues to soak. They are still about a level behind, but at least now they're on the same tier. So a fight would not be the worst thing for the red team. In fact, it looks like the red team is looking to invade over here. They changed their minds, which is a good thing because they're only 4 and the blue team has 5 people here. Malthael has made it in though. Out comes that Entomb, fails again, and nobody gets caught in it. Vala uses her ult and puts a lot of damage into Leoric, but there's a lot of bombs here. Careful not to spread them. Disengages on both sides. Nothing gained, nothing lost.
Ready. A shrine gathers power. You will take it for me.
Got KT in the bottom lane, clearing up that big wave, just to even it out a bit for his team. In the meantime, the red team is trying to engage here on Sergeant Hammer because they see that KT wasn't there. But now everybody's back. They are backing off. It is no longer an advantageous fight for the red team. They are now 2 levels behind. More realistically, it's like a level and a half, but you know, 16 to 18. Another Leoric Entomb that does not quite work out. It will be a miracle if this Vala survives, though. That is incredible. Oh, that Pyroblast will kill her. Oh. Good try by the red team, but they do not manage to secure any kills until they catch that Leoric. Will Malthael survive? Yes, he does. That was a living bomb on him. Oh no, Blaze as well. He is down to 300 HP, but he manages to stay alive. At this point, we are 3 structures to 6, so the blue team is significantly far ahead with that Sergeant Hammer siege. And the red team has not really had a chance to go in and damage any of these structures at all since the beginning of the game, because they have been having to fight really defensively. Look how far out these lanes are pushed. I mean, this gigantic wave here needs to be dealt with, or else they are going to lose that keep. Jaina seems to be going there, or does she? I'm not sure what she's doing. She does go there, but the keep is already taking too much damage. Could have been a little faster with reaction time there. And now there's a Merc camp, and she is just going to ignore it, and very odd. In the top lane, it looks like Blaze is taking a beating. He may die here. Oh no. That white mane really tries to save him, but goodness. He puts out that slow, but he's definitely dead here. There is nowhere to run. And out comes the stun. Well, he is distracting the blue team for a while. It looks like the red team has heard my criticism that they haven't really done anything to structures, and Vala came in to do some damage on here. And now she's going to take that siege camp. Looks like Jaina is clearing bottom lane. They did lose half that keep, almost half that keep. So the response there was not quick enough. Looks like Leoric and Jaina and Vala here fighting over this camp. Looks like Jaina's not ready to let it go. But she has to, as there is still a fort there, so she cannot chase very far. Blue team has started to steal this siege camp here, bruiser camp from the red team. And Phoenix Rising Diamond are dealing with the middle wave, but now they're all heading top. They have their level 20s. This is the chance for them to end the game. They have 5 people up. Punisher, that laser one, I'm not sure what that one's called. Arcane Punisher, I think so is what it's called. Oh no, that Leoric has taken so much damage. He probably should not be where he is right now. A little dangerous for him. Blaze comes in, and wow. so much poison. Down goes Leoric, but also down goes that Malthael. Whitemane gets into the bunker. I think that may have been accidental, because now she's taking so much damage. Blaze needs to peel for her, and she tries to run away, but goodness, that Muradin is not letting up. But talk about Whitemane is so OP. I mean, she managed to stay alive through all that. That is pretty amazing. Great work by Zom B there. In the meantime, the blue team, Phoenix Rising, are looking to steal this camp. But the red team shows up, and they are down 3 people. That was a bold move. I mean, the red team is all up, and they have 3 people dead, and they try to steal a camp. Like, the nerve. The red team has unfortunately lost a keep up here, and has a giant wave coming in down there. Looks like they are trying to make a play here because they do need to get some structure damage to have a path to the blue team's core. In case another fight goes their way, then they might be able to end. Looks like they are stealing the blue team's camp. Leoric and Sergeant Hammer are back up, and Muradin will be in just a couple seconds. That Intune was really good with the silence, but they do not manage to get those kills in time, and Kilthus goes down. Instead of, like, I mean, that was a great Intune from Leoric, but unfortunately there was not enough follow-up there. I mean, Sergeant Hammer hadn't really quite made it there yet.
Red team's core is under
Vala
attack.
may be caught out here a little. Nope, she manages to run away. And Malthael is back to deal with these catapults. They did not have to give up that keep, but they decided that to get some structure damage on the blue team was worth it. What do you think of that decision? I mean, was that a good decision? Vala looking at this camp here. She does not know where the blue team is, so she's just waiting for her team. Alright, now they know where the blue team is.
The shrine will be ready soon.
Blue team has decided not to go for this camp. Instead, they're having Leoric push out all those lanes, and KT backed. Did he back or did he die? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, he was dead, right? This is the red team's comeback time. They are now moving as 5. Pushing out lanes. Will they get any structure damage? Nope, they are going for the shrine. The blue team is all here now. That Jaina ult goes out. Out goes the Lucio ult as well. Oh goodness, the Yorick dies very quickly. Out comes that bunker. Blaze and Jaina are into the bunker, trying to do some damage onto that Lucio. Vala is taking a lot of damage here, but she is also dealing so much damage. Shogun Misa's almost dead. And he's going in aggressively. If the red team does not deal with him, this is not good for them at all. Ooh, good ice block by Jaina. She's not the best Pyroblast target unless you've seen her already use her ice block, which she hadn't. We've got Whitemane with really low health. Jaina's so close to dead. One stun from that Muradin and she will be gone. Oh my goodness. There she goes, with the stun whiffed. The red team is all very low on health here, so they do have to back out of this. KT tries to get one more kill, but not quite.
Blue team has summoned a mortar punisher.
Blue team decides to also go for this camp to have some pressure top lane as well. This is not looking good for the red team.
Attack.
Ooh, look at that. I looked away for 1 minute and Vala died. Not even 1 minute, like 10 seconds. Alright, this is looking like GG in favor of Phoenix Rising Diamond. Looks like that Sergeant Hammer pick really worked out for them. Down goes Jaina. And down goes the core. Let's take a look at all the damage dealt here. So much damage coming out of that Sergeant Hammer, as well as the Vala. And even though Malthael did more siege damage than anybody on the blue team, they just, I think it was mostly minions and mercs trying to keep up. Twang says they needed to open up mid-win condition, but I don't know if they needed to give a keep. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't think they needed to give the keep for that, but not that that keep would have really saved them. It's just less pressure on them. All right, I will be taking a short break until we get our next map going. See you in a minute. Hello again. I really apologize about that. I did not realize that Twitch would run the ad immediately and not wait for at least the 30-second stream delay. So I apologize. But yes, Phoenix Rising Diamond won that game. And Zom B Step has opted to choose the map pick. They picked Towers of Doom. So our second lobby is up here, where we're going to be going to the second game. And if Zom B Step can pull this one off, we'll get a third game, which I'm always super excited about. So let's see. Let's see how this goes. All right, time for a poll since we're waiting. What should I ask you guys? All right, I have started the world's silliest poll, but let's see what you guys think. Whose name is cooler? Only one vote so far. Come on, people, you can do better than one vote. Jeez. Okay, now it's 2. Great. It looks like we have everybody in the lobby here. When will this game start? All right, it looks like Phoenix Rising Diamond is ready, and we are waiting for the game to start. There we go.
Of doom.
The blue team, Phoenix Rising Diamond, will be banning first as they got first pick. We get a Zagara ban. That is an odd ban for Towers of Doom. I mean, yes, she has a global, but it's a fairly small map. I mean, the global is really good here, but there's not a lot of great places to hide that Nidus Worm. I mean, I don't know. I do love Zagara in all cases because she's just awesome, but still. All right, we got a Zul ban. Another ban from Phoenix Rising Diamond is Zul, and we get a Johanna ban out of the red team, Zom B Step. All right, so far there are 4 votes in favor of Zom B Step. That might not really be a fair fight, because come on, Zom B Step, that is funny. I don't know. I think it's cute. We get a Sergeant Hammer ban. That is some respect to Shogun Misa. Our first pick here is Tassadar, also from Shogun Misa.
Needs me.
In response, we get a Li Ming and another Malthael.
Oh, this is my jam!
Ooh, looks like Lucio's a favorite of Baybeam here. We get an ETC and Lucio. Third bands. We get a Sylvanas ban. Not her strongest map. But Sylvanas is an all-around pretty strong hero. We get another Ana ban. You also don't want to see an Ana Li Ming. Yes, that hammer ban is interesting. Oh, they should see him play Mephisto. His Mephisto is badass.
Victory above all.
Alright, we get Stukov and Blaze from Zom B Step. Well, I suppose Stukov is a zombie. Alright, we've got a Leoric and a Greymane on the left side here. How's the quality on the stream? Because I've noticed my OBS says I'm dropping a lot of frames, and I'm not sure if that translates into a terrible experience for you guys, or if it's just like my graphics are up too high or something. Oh, we get a Nazebo from Zombie Squad. Or Zombie Step, sorry. Zombie Step. Nazebo and Li Ming. 2 mages. I know people call Nazebo a mage, and I mean, in a way he is, but I don't know. I just feel like he's very strong PvE. Yes, Zombie is playing a zombie. We are about to head into game number 2 here. Let's see what these teams can do. Are you hoping Zombie Step wins this one so you see it game 3? Or are you just a Phoenix Rising fan and want them to dominate tonight?
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Alright, on the left-hand side for Phoenix Rising Diamond, we've got Georexus on the Greymane, Being on the, Being on the, what's his name?
Battle
Goodness.
begins in 10 seconds.
Lucio. Yes, that's his name. Lucio. Fox Spam on the ETC.
3, 2, 1.
Shogun Misa on the Tessadar. And Northern Touch on the Leoric again. On the right-hand side, we've got Elixia on the Malthael once more. We've got Zombie Salami on the Nazebo. We've got Zombie Bambi on Li Ming. Zombie on Stukov. And Gingy Mix on the Blaze. Interestingly, the blue team has sent 4 people down here, while the red team has only sent 3 people, with Nazebo fighting mid with Leoric. I'm guessing they are trying to disrupt his double soaking rotation here. Let's take a look at what build Tassadar went. Ooh, lots of damage going out. Gingy Mix is in a lot of trouble. Can that Stukov save him though? Yes, he can. Gingy Mix makes it out alive, and they manage to get that Greymane kill. Greymane a bit deep, trying to secure that kill, and unfortunately they turned on him. Both teams going for their siege camps. Looks like a lot of people are liking the draft out of Phoenix Rising Diamond much more than they're liking the draft out of Zombie Step. So they think this will be a domination. Or at least some of them are hoping for a domination. But we've also got the Zom B Step fans here who want a comeback. Ooh, Folk Spam takes a lot of damage in a very short period of time. Li Ming using those angles. It's going pretty quiet right now. Blue team is dominating bottom lane a bit because of the fact that they are 4 versus 3. So they pushed out pretty hard. Oh, that was a great zombie wall. Oh my goodness, will Shogun Misa die for it? I mean, Gingy Mix is chasing really hard, but there's not anybody else to secure that kill with him. But Greymane is in a bit of trouble here. ETC is fending people off of him, though.
Demands it.
Alright, it looks like Malthael is going for their top. Has achieved that top one. Leoric is a little late starting that, so I think Malthael is going to be able to contest it. As for the mid one here, looks like the team fight is breaking out and the red team is on the retreat. But that zombie wall does not catch a blue team member. Ooh, Shogun Misa is already trying to cap that, but Gingy Mix will not let him. The red team does have a lot of poke. I mean, Nazeebo and Li Ming, they can poke for days. But that Nazeebo is out of mana, and that Li Ming is also almost out of mana. Ooh, Gingy Mix is taking so much damage. He is dead here. Oh, or she is dead here, I'm not sure. Unfortunately for the red team, they have to withdraw, and the blue team can secure that. Unless Malthael has more different plans, but no, he backs off. If he went back in there, he would definitely die.
Fire from the Gravekeeper.
The blue team opts for stealing the red team's camp right here. And the red team will not be able to get there soon enough to defend that. Or contest it, rather. Down goes that top tower. That mid wall is likely also dead. Oh no! Nazeebo gets way out of position here. I think he was bumped by the ETC. But he manages to make it out. Stukov saves him. That is some impressive healing. Somebody's asking how many heroes can fit in a zombie wall. That is a very good question. I think the most I've ever seen is 3. Ooh. ETC taking so much damage, and down he goes. That Li Ming orb finds him. And now Leoric is in a bit of trouble if the red team turns on him, but they decide not to. And instead, they go to siege some bottom fort walls, or to kill these mercs first. But they do need to get better control over this lane. Gingy Mix is taking a lot of damage, though, and Greymane dives in. They managed to secure that Blaze kill without having the Greymane killed. That is very impressive. Nazeebo takes a lot of damage there as well. Li Ming is still there. Ooh, look at that orb. Chunk Shogun Misa. Well, unfortunately for the red team, they will shortly be down level 10s, and they are short 1 person Blaze, so they are definitely not grabbing this one. Alright, they had to give.
And it will not be stolen from me.
Game number 2 is looking pretty good for the blue team right now. But it's pretty even on 4 points. 32 to 32. Same number of structures, same number of kills. Everything is pretty much the same. But so far, the blue team has pushed this bottom lane a bit more, and that is the most instrumental lane in this map. controlling the bottom lane does more often lead to a win. According to the experts, of course, not particularly me. Alright, Tassadar gets snuffed out. Oh my goodness, so does ETC, the red team turning it around here. Oh, look at that Li Ming siege from afar. She may not be great wave clear, but she's definitely good siege. She can kill those forts and everything from pretty far away.
Prepare yourselves, hero. The altars rise.
Blue team coming in hot, but that Lucio went a little far and now he has to back off. These are up again. If the teams trade, everything is good and they will remain equal. But will the blue team go for the red team's one here? It looks like they're thinking about it,
Do not let the gravekeepers
but they are getting poked out of it,
before you.
and the teams trade. Blue team circles back down to bottom lane while Li Ming is getting this camp. Oh, excuse me. Red team's a little slower on this camp, so they risk an invade. I'm looking forward to seeing those Shogun Misa black holes to see how they do. Greymane gets some spiders on him. But the blue team is found out by that blaze. We cannot hide in there for very long. Ooh, very nice stun by the blaze there. The entire red team is here, but Leoric is still rotating down. They have the chance to do something here. And in they go. Out comes that ult onto the Shogun Misa, the interrupt on the Mosh. And Shogun Misa makes it away miraculously, but Spam does not. Ooh, out comes that Leoric's ult in Tomb, but unfortunately his team is almost half dead, so 2 dead. They could not really capitalize on that ult he had, which was a good ult. Just a little late. Red team manages to secure this one. And now they are ahead on core points by 8. Will they use this advantage to push this blue team's fort, which is almost dead already? I mean, Shogun Misa is here by himself. He's almost certainly about to die. Yes, that was a misstep by Shogun there, being so far out by himself. And down that fort will go. This is where things turn. If the red team can hold on to this point while not losing any others, this will be a great match for them. They are now ahead level 16s already. So the blue team is in danger if they try to fight this. Red team stealing that camp. Oh no, Gingy Mix taking a lot of damage, but the red team is all there to support him in no time, and 2 people go down, ETC and Greymane. The Orc is still dead, but briefly coming up right now. Gingy Mix does make it out alive. I mean, he was 1v4 and there was a lot of damage on him, but he still made it out. Oh goodness, he's brave. He goes right under that tower. The red team rotating top lane,
Heroes, I have
trying
opened
to
a
capture
tunnel
all
near our
3
core that
of these
leads to the
shrines.
battleground center. Use it well.
But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to. That Li Ming does have to run away.
I've opened my tunnel as well.
In the bottom lane, Blaze does secure that one, which gives them 5 points. Let's see if this one on the right here gets interrupted. Greymane coming in, trying to interrupt really hard, dives in. Li Ming does run away. Oh no! Nazebo gets zoned all by himself and dies, but the blue team is taking so much damage. Ooh, down go Leoric and ETC. They are now being chased by the rest of the red team. Oh my god, Shogun Misa dies. As does Greymane. The only survivor is Lucio. And of course, that is a free boss for the red team. They may have lost Nazebo first, but so much damage went into the blue team as they clumped from those Li Ming orbs. Looks like a comeback for Zom B Step.
Our towers assail the Raven Lord.
Nice. That will be a 4 points on the core left for blue team and 25 for the red team. So this would require quite a miracle for the blue team to come back from this. All they have to do is lose one more of these shrines and it's over for the blue team. Red team's coming to defend their bottom fort, using that fort's damage to try to zone the blue team off. Doesn't seem to be working so far. Oh no, Nazebo gets walled in again. Luckily for him, Leoric does not have his level 20s yet. The red team is ahead by 2 levels, so they would be reaching their level 20s sooner if the game lasts that long. So much attacking going on and almost nobody's taking damage. Though Shogun Misa was taking quite a bit of damage. But he's getting healed right back up. Ooh, out comes that black hole into that ETC mosh, but and it does end in a kill for the blue team. Down goes Nazebo.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
It's looking like that comeback may be possible. I mean, this the red team will have to give this one. It is a 5v4. So there is very little chance that the red team gets this one. Unless the blue team gets,
The
like...
time is now, heroes.
What is the blue team
Claim
doing?
the altars in my name.
And what is the red team doing? Oh my god! Did that just happen? Is it just me? The red team could have already capped that because the entire blue team went to that merc camp and then the blue team would have lost. That is very strange. Nobody has capped this yet. Blue team getting a little greedy here, deciding that they want that fort before they will cap. But that ETC is about to go down without any kills on the red team, so now, and now that Nazebo's coming back, he's going to be an uneven fight in favor of the red team. Blaze uses that bunker, gets out of trouble. That might have been a good ult by Tassadar, but it did not matter. Wow. I cannot believe the blue team threw that so bad. Malthael goes down. Looks like the Nazebo might be in trouble too, but nope. He's got Li Ming's got his back. Those orbs are doing a great job at zoning the blue team. Ooh, a lot of damage into that Leoric, and he is very likely to die. Down he goes. Sorry, not Leoric, Lucio. But Leoric did die too, so I suppose it's still correct. One more teleport in, yes, and that Li Ming manages to secure that kill. And GG. I cannot believe this just happened. Oh my goodness. That was shocking. Well, the good news is we're getting a third game. Yay, that's my favorite. I like third games. Both teams played a very interesting game there. I mean, Oh my god, I cannot get over the ending there. I feel like the blue team must be really pissed at each other at this point. Maybe. I don't know. Hey, King Andrew, thank you for the raid. Ooh, we are going to a third game here. I'm so excited. That was a crazy last 2 minutes. I mean, I think those teams are going to look back at those and be like, what? Both teams did not do the right thing there. I think it just didn't occur to Zombie Step that Phoenix Rising Diamond wouldn't show up on time. Like, they didn't try to cap it because they were like, oh, they're waiting in a bush somewhere, you know? But, wow. It is tea time. My lovely husband made me tea. Okay, this time I have waited long enough. Going to a short break again, and I will be back. Welcome back. My kitty's being super cute. All right, he did not like that. Yeah, that review will be a fun and interesting experience for them. Not very fun, I think. But it was a fun game for us to watch. It looks like Phoenix Rising Diamond picked the map Volskaya Foundry. So we will be going to our third game here shortly. If you haven't already, please follow and or subscribe, which I would really appreciate. As you can see above, like in the top right there somewhere, I have met some of my goals. I got my bit goal yesterday, I think. I have a goal for before my birthday, June 29th. And I met that goal, so I'm very happy. Thank you people for the help with that. I am thinking of adding a subscriber goal, but I think that one will be a lot harder.
Skella Industries.
It is time for draft. Red team gets first pick. So far in this this matchup, the team that picks the map wins the game. So let's see if that holds true for the third game as well. We still get that Sergeant Hammer ban right here. Still respect to Shogun Misa. I guess they're not as afraid of his Tassadar as they are of his hammer. We get a Malthael ban. The red team did play Malthael in the first two games, so it is understandable that they're choking that out. We get a Kel'Thas ban. I wonder if anybody's going to take Sylvanas. Do either of these teams play Sylvanas? I feel like she is a particularly strong pick here with Merc Queen. I mean, those turrets she puts down, I mean, if somebody puts it down next to her, my goodness, those turrets are very painful. I mean, turrets are already painful just on their own, but with her, whew. All right, we get a Stukov ban. And a Johanna pick. Finally, Johanna made it through the first round of bans. Yeah, we had some predictions on stream here that we would get a Blaze ban, but it did not happen.
Ready for action!
Oh, this is my jam!
We get a Muradin and a Lucio out of Phoenix Rising Diamond. I know some people hate on Muradin as a tank, and I think his win rates may not be the best in his, what's it called, role? Yeah. But a really good Muradin can be devastating. Li Ming and Ana. Oh my goodness, they're not waiting for that Ana ban this time. They're like, we're getting that nano boost. I mean, I personally think that the Ming was scarier than the Malthael, but I don't know. They let that Ming through. My cat is trying to use my leg as a scratching post. I think that usually means he's hungry. All right, we've got a gray main ban. Let's see what we get from Zom B Step. Deathwing. Okay, he just wants to bug me, but doesn't want me to actually hold him. So he's being super weird right now. He's usually very cuddly. Oh no, oh no. Oh, this is bad. Didn't I talk about his Mephisto? Goodness. Shogun Misa's Mephisto is very scary, I've got to say. We get a Medivh. I did not see that coming either. And a Zagara. These are both fairly rare picks. I don't see them very often. Not that Mephisto is super common either. Ah, Sonya. I'm always so happy when someone picks Sonya. She's my babe. She's so awesome. She's just strong and like powerful, and she's just awesome. Ooh, Imperious. I wonder if Zom B Step is ready for those skewers. Somebody's getting skewered. Definitely. Alright, game number 3. Here we come. This is the deciding game.
Commence combat preparations.
Okay, here we go. On the left-hand side, we've got Shogun Misa on that Mephisto. We've got Folk Spam on the Muradin. We've got Northern Touch on the Imperius, Baybean on the Leoric, not Leoric, on the Lucio. I keep confusing him with Leoric.
5,
And who's on the
3,
Medivh? It's Geozerus or something.
let the battle begin.
On the right-hand side, we've got Zombie Bambi on the Li Ming again, Zombie on the Ana, Jinji Mix on the Johanna, Zombie Salami on the Zagara, and Elixia on the Sonya. On this map, the solo lane is usually the bottom lane, so Sonya's gone there already. Let me show you some talents, since some people are curious about how they will build. Red team's doing their rotation. Just grabbing that XP. Sonya starts on this camp pretty early while Zagara soaks the lane for her, which leaves the red team with only 3 people on the top lane, now rotating to the mid lane, so they do have to be careful. But Johanna's got that unstoppable and the big shield. She did opt for hold your ground, so yeah, that's a pretty strong, it's going to be a pretty strong Johanna shield, and fairly frequent. The guard did a great job here. Lost a lot of health and mana, but it looks like she also did a lot of damage to Imperius. Oh, it's looking like she's staying here, and it's Sonya who's moving away. That is very interesting. Sonya joining the team here. She's got that turret. They will be saving them for the event, or objective rather. What event? Jeez. Galagor says he sees good mobility for PRD. Maybe they will be harder to lock down. Well, I don't know. I mean, Mephisto does, he does that thing where he teleports in and does a lot of damage and then he can get out, but he is also susceptible to those stuns. But the red team does not have very many stuns.
Prepare to begin field testing.
Shogun Misa going in for some that damage. Red team's now clearing up that Merc camp really quickly, and they cap their own, so that Merc camp will be pushing during objective. So better timing here for Zom B Step on that Merc camp. Looks like a fight is starting in the mid lane, while Zagara, wow! Zagara really bullying this bottom lane, and she manages to kill that Imperius. Sonya gets on the point, while the red team is poking down the blue team in the top lane, who are there to deal with that Merc camp. Quite a bit of damage going into them. Oh, nice sleep dart. Catches two people at the same time. Oh, you're very welcome, Galagor. Alright, is it time yet for the blue team to try to get on here? Imperius is back. He rotates to his team. Johanna's there really deep, and she takes like no damage. Look at that Muradin, he took so much damage. Sonya's grabbing this second turret here, which somebody else will have to pick up, but it looks like the blue team knows what they're doing. And they come in for that invade, but it's very tight quarters. They better be careful because those gleaming orbs will be deadly. That Medivh portal gets Muradin to heal himself, unfortunately. Ooh, that Medivh's also very low. I wonder if the Li Ming will teleport him. No, she will not. Instead, the red team will just make sure they all get out alive. They heal up and head back to the point, and the blue team does have to leave. Imperius is going for this turret camp here while Muradin is coming back. The rest of the blue team tries to help him. In the meantime, Zagara is no joke. She is pushing pretty hard here, and with that infest talent, those ranged minions are very, very strong. Looks like Muradin came back just to die again. And Imperius is very low. If he's not careful, that Zagara will kill him again. Shogun Misa, oh my goodness! That protect from Medivh, without that he would have been dead. Certainly dead. The red team gets that tree glove. Usually priority here is to go top lane to prepare for the next tree glove.
Blue team has taken control of our protector.
It is looking like that is exactly what the red team is doing. They will be going for that side wall just to get that well, which will disadvantage the blue team for the next fight on the tree glove. Down goes that well, and the red team's tree glove backs out without doing any more damage.
Our technicians will analyze it.
The red team now has their level 10s, so I'm not sure why the blue team's chasing here. Yes, they back off. Blue team does not have their heroics yet. In the bottom lane, it looks like Imperius is getting bullied pretty hard by the Sonya and Zagara. Medivh's portal saves him from a certain death. Red team grabs this healing camp here. Blue team is in no position to defend it. Ana doing work here, killing minions. This is sort of funny to just watch. Mesmerizing. That Zagara is by herself in top lane. The blue team could collapse on her and she doesn't have much of an escape. But it looks like they do not do that, and instead they just back off here. Trying to kill all that creep that is giving her a vision of everything. Blue team caps that turret, and Shogun Misa trying to get some damage in. Fortunately, it's Johanna he reaches, and she does not take much damage. Sonya gets this camp. Perhaps they will cap it later, or maybe they'll just cap it now and try to push with it before the objective. If the camp is in the same lane as the objective, most of the time you try to push it before the objective comes up, whereas if it's not in the lane of the objective, you just let it go exactly as the objective comes up. so that it
A
gets value on its own.
protector is almost ready.
Looks like the blue and red team are thinking about a fight here. They are no longer on even talent tiers. Look at that, 12 and 13. This will be a rough one for the blue team. They will have to continue to soak. Doesn't look like the Johanna cares though. She's going in 1v3, 1v4 now. Now it's 2. I mean, Anna did come.
Terminal activated.
And neither team is
Take
going
control of
for that point, which is very odd. Alright, red team getting some points on here. Blue team's Imperius was almost dead. He had to back. Zagara with her Nidus Worm will be up here in no time. Oh, she decides to go back to the bottom lane or to clear the mid lane. She does not have a Nidus Worm there yet. Looks like the engage is starting here in the top lane now that the red team have level 13s. The blue team has level 13s. So both teams are on an equal tier. Blue team has 5 people here. Zagara is still in the mid lane or grabbing that turret right now. So this is not a great engage for the red team to take. I think they realize that, and that is why they back off and instead opt to go for that healing camp. But the blue team likely knows where they are. Yes, they do. Imperius leaves the point coming here. Looks like Gingy Mix is taking so much damage. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure Gingy makes it out of this. Ooh, that Mephisto ult kills the Johanna. And the blue team secures that healing camp. That did not go well for the red team. Anna trying to stay out of trouble. Sonya running straight into trouble. She doesn't care. She's like, screw you, I'm Sonya, I can spin to win. The Muradin stun does not go through, but what they call that, I think Stormbolt it is? They call that a zoning Stormbolt. So he did it just to zone the Sonya out. And that Imperius melt! Goodness. Ooh, this time the Mephisto ult will not manage to kill anyone. But the entire red team is very low. But they are still fighting for this. Ooh, out comes that Medivh ult. Oh goodness. Sonya is so low. I have no idea how the red team is managing to get these kills. I mean, everybody on the blue team had plenty of health, and the red team was all very low. But look at that Anna, doing work. And that is a full team wipe in favor of Zom B Step. They will be getting this tree glove, likely killing this fort with it, or even before they get it. And going bottom, I think. Next tree glove is in the bottom lane. Although that bottom wall is already gone, so they really don't have to go bottom. They might just go for the mid fort.
Blue team has taken control of a protector. Red team has destroyed the fort.
So much work being done here by the Zagara. Red team, as expected, does go to the mid fort instead. Now they back out and head bottom. This one tree glove gets them 3 structures. That will be really impressive, and I think it will. And not only do the red team have the tree glove, they also have the camp pushing top, so the blue team has to respond to that as well. Alright, that is 3 forts down by the red team's second tree glove. This is the second one, right? Yes. Second tree glove. This is a very close game. I mean, at first I thought the blue team were losing, and then they got some more progress and they were doing fine, and then they all got team wiped. So it is tricky. I'm not sure what's going on here. I am looking forward to seeing
So
what
that
happens.
is the extent of the Protector's power.
Both teams are very close in terms of just their abilities here. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. Got one game gone to each team. Zagara's Nidus one is getting killed. But it's okay, she's got an alternative one right here. Johanna checking on that turret, waiting for her team to arrive before they try to steal it. Zagara is not with her team though. But Muradin is doing that camp, and along with Shogun Misa, so they could have stolen this. But the red team instead decides to defend this support camp instead. This did not go well for them last time, if I remember correctly. The blue team managed to steal it. Ooh, look at that orb connect with the Lucio. Chunk his health. Lucio is in pretty deep. He uses his ult to give his team shields, but I'm not sure it will be enough. Sonya is going in there pretty hard, but Li Ming is getting zoned out by that Imperious. Zagara doing some damage here. Looks like Lucio is pretty much dead, yes, and down he goes. But in return, Sonya gets killed, as does Johanna. Oh, that was great work by the Mephisto there. Oh no, Zagara! Oh my god! 52 health! And that Imperious had like 100 health. This is really, really interesting. Muradin going for this turret while the red team goes for this camp. The red team is missing 2 people while the blue team's only missing their healer. So both teams playing a bit cautiously, just Medivh providing vision for his team in the meantime. Looks like the blue team is heading towards that healing camp.
I'm getting another terminal ready for you.
Or instead, they're going for a fight here in the middle. Shogun Misa goes in and takes a lot of damage, but the Lucio ult saves him. And nobody dies. That was a very interesting 3v5 there, but the red team managed to make it out alive and still put in damage on the blue team. Forced that ult out of Lucio, which means Lucio won't have it if they try to fight on this support camp.
It's time, heroes. Control the terminal and bring
Zagara trying to be as much of a nuisance as possible. Everybody's heading bot lane. Sonya manages to get this turret. And in the top lane, while the red team has gone straight for that point, the blue team is getting this healing camp. They will have 2 turrets and a healing camp, which is a huge item advantage. Looks like the red team just realized what's going on, and they left the point to come in, but it is too late. They take the fight here. The Lucio's taking so much damage, but that Johanna is in all by herself. She gets out. Muradin comes back in. Oh my goodness. That Medivh ult stopping 3 people out of that 5-man team on the red side. Everybody's still looking pretty healthy. Sonya dives in with that whirlwind. That is a lot of whirlwinding. Ooh, Lucio dead by the hands of Sonya. Oh goodness, that Sonya is likely dead. No. Though that shield really saved her. I believe that's Anna's level 20. Nope, that's the Anna. I don't know what that is. Alright. Got Imperious taking a lot of damage here. And Johanna's going in for the kill on the rest of the blue team. But goodness, she dies instead. as does Mephisto and the Imperious. So the blue team has lost their, the red team has lost their tank, but the blue team only has their tank left alive. So this is a good opportunity for the red team to do a lot of sieging. Red team's going for those camps. They've got all lanes pushed in pretty far to the blue team's side. Sonya is playing with Murden up here. Level 20 Sonya is a very strong Sonya, I must say. This is a very interesting build she's got here. She's got an ancient spear build. I have not seen that in like ever. I personally really like the whirlwind build, and I also understand that the seismic slam build is feasible. Like you could use it. Viable. That's the word I'm looking for. Viable. All right. Pretty glove coming. Johanna gets in. Who will be the second person? Ming? Yeah, it is Ming.
Taken control of a protector.
This is usually the end the game kind of tree glove. The blue team will need a very solid defense here if they want to stay in this game. They are vastly behind on kills, 13 to 4. They are behind on structures, 3 to 6. So it is not looking great for the blue team here. But that tree glove does take a lot of damage, and the red team seems to be backing out a bit because their tank is inside. The blue team just dives past the tree glove. Tree glove is very separated from his team right now. This does not look good. He manages to get that keep with the Johanna and Li Ming stuck in there. My goodness, when they come out, that Li Ming may be in some trouble. But she's got her teleport. She'll be fine. Ooh, out comes that damage. Look at that. That Imperious melts. That Muradin follows him. Shogun Misa is in a precarious spot here, and it looks like the red team will be ending here. I mean, yep, they kill that Mephisto, and nothing is stopping them from ending this game. Wow. Who saw that coming? Zom B Step pulls it out. They win 2-1. The red team is still chasing that Medivh. I don't know why they're doing that. They could just end by now. A little bit greedy here. Adding insult to injury. But GG, that was a very good game. And congratulations to Zom B Step. Wow, what a series. That was incredible. Look at that damage. But unfortunately, Li Ming had 9 kills and 0 deaths. That was very impressive and so much more damage than the blue team could manage. Great Li Ming there by Zombie Bambi. Or Bombi. Oh, Zombie Bombi. Whoops, I've been calling him or her Zombie Bambi, so I apologize for that. It's B Bombi, which makes a lot more sense, I suppose. All right, let's see if the team wants to do an interview. That was a great series. I love casting 3-game series especially. And we might get an interview with Gingy. Do you guys want an interview? Or should I just let them go celebrate? All right, we're getting an interview. Any minute now. I'm not sure what's taking so long. I apologize. Thank you for sticking with me. And in the dead time, if you haven't already, please don't forget to follow and or subscribe. I would super appreciate it.
Hello.
Hello! How are you doing?
I'm all right.
All right, come on, you just won!
All right, we're doing pretty great, but I'm not gonna props to the other team. They took us by surprise on the first round, big time, with that hammer pick.
Absolutely. And the 2 hammer bands afterwards, that was funny.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, respect. I'm not gonna lie, that was a solid pick.
Yeah, Shogun Misa is a pretty strong player, and his hammer was out of this world. It was, and you guys didn't, because they picked it last, you didn't really have a counter for it, right?
Yeah, no, we didn't realize at all. Like we're like of all the things to pick, we're like, yeah, hammers wasn't high on the list of things to worry about. And then all of a sudden it came out, we're like, oh God, what do we do to this?
Yeah, that was a good surprise by them. So how do you feel about the game so far? Like all 3 of them?
The all the games were actually really solid. The first game felt like a little chaotic for us. We were just making some pretty rough calls. Our rotations weren't as strong as we should have had them, and plus with the hammer pressure, it was nuts. So we constantly got our rotation just messed up for that. On the second game though, we really brought it together because towers. I mean, that's our map. We love that map. We do well.
Yeah, you guys did really well there. Although there was a moment at the end that I thought was hilarious where the blue team didn't come to cap, even though they had a 1-man advantage, and you guys just stood in the bush because you assumed they were in the other bush, I presume, when you could have capped and ended.
Yeah, yeah. So we weren't sure where they were because they weren't all showing right away. But then at the bottom, when I'm surprised they didn't break off one person to just cap that, so that way we never had a chance to end it right then and there. I'm really surprised by that.
Yes,
But
we were all
we
surprised on
held off
screen.
a 4v5 until our Nazebo came back, and we really pushed it back on them. I was really happy, really happy with how we played that.
Yeah, I thought that was a really great play that you guys managed to pull that one through. I thought they had a chance at a comeback there, but unfortunately they did not use it very well.
Yeah. And then the third game, we were really scared of a Mephisto pick. Actually, in the draft, like early on, we were talking about it. We're like, man, they're going to get that Mephisto. They're going to get that Mephisto. And we're like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I feel like everybody thought I was going to go Blaze. I think even the chat thought the same thing. And I threw everybody for a plot twist, and I went Johanna, and the Mephisto got no value. Their team couldn't really stop me from just going in, getting free damage and stuns, and then walking right back.
Yeah, that Johanna was very strong. I mean, you played a very strong Johanna, and you like, yeah, you would go in and take no damage. It was very strange. And I was worried about the Mephisto pick as well because I know that Shogun Misa plays a really good Mephisto. So I thought, oh no, this is going to be rough for the red team. But nope, you guys managed to deal with that pretty well.
Yeah, and then once I saw that the Mephisto went that level 10 ult, I was like, okay, well, level 20, I can be a Lucio now too and give shields so that way no one died to that. You never got any resets.
Oh, so that's what the shield was. I was wondering what it was.
Yeah,
It wasn't the Ana.
I
I
took
thought
blinded by the
Ana
light.
took one or something. Looks like you did. Saved the team there.
Yep, kept our Sonya completely alive because she would jump in first, take a lot of damage, then walk right out, and then it would give him enough reason to proc that to get a quick kill, and then try and see if they could win a 45. But once level 20 hit, there was nothing they could really do. And honestly, they was still solid play. I was still really scared of the Mephisto most of the time. I was like, man, he's gonna get a lot of damage. He's gonna get a lot of damage. He's gonna get a lot of damage. And their Lucio, props to that. Seriously. Oh wow, very strong play. Very strong play.
Yep. Okay, do you have any shout outs or anything you'd like to mention?
I like to shout out the other team for doing so well against us. I mean, it was a really tough match. We really had to think on our feet constantly. They kept us on our toes. Shout out to my team. We pulled it out, did wonderfully. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for anything better on the second and third game. And shout out to all the viewers out here. I mean, seriously, a lot of support, a lot of love coming out from both sides. And honestly, you did a wonderful job casting as always.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's great. Okay, is there anything else or we good? We good
No,
to go.
no, we are
Congratulations.
absolutely good. Thank you very much. We are super happy, super excited. We're probably going to celebrate after this. Probably play a few games.
Yeah, bring out the champagne. Good,
Oh yeah.
great job by your team and the opposite team as well. And congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
All right, I will let you go and head back to the stream.
See you guys.
Okay, that's it, everybody. I do not have a stream tomorrow because not a lot of games are being played tomorrow, strangely enough. So I will see you guys likely on Sunday. Do I have a stream on Sunday? I think I do. Maybe. If I do, I will see you on Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.